Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this masterclass, the final masterclass of 2024, which this week will be on the future of search. So just before we get started, I just want to give you a little bit of background into what the masterclasses are all about. What you will see in these masterclasses is presentations that provide future-facing views, presentations that explore industry challenges and opportunities. Some of the companies have shared how to excel at certain things. So, for example, presentation skills was one of the sessions that we had earlier in the year about how to present data in an interesting and intriguing way, for example. And of course, we've had a number of sessions around published research. So one of the earlier sessions was on Gen Z in MENAT as an example. So as I said, what you won't see is any sales materials or pitch decks. That's not what these are all about. This is very much about helping ourselves learn more about what MENAT market industry is all about. Today, we are lucky to have MENA, who have volunteered to talk to us about the future of search. And this follows a month of search, actually, because we had SA360 deep dive 2 weeks ago from Omnicom Media Group. So thanks very much to who have stepped forward to take us through this session. These sessions are recorded, as you gathered when the recording started, and you can watch these back on our YouTube channel. They're all made available. This will be made available within the next couple of days, which you can then share with your colleagues or people that you think would find this useful. And you can obviously go back and review any of the other masterclasses that we've run over the course of the year. Thanks very much to once again. I'm going to hand over to them now for the next 45 minutes or so. They'll be talking to us about the future of search.
Thank you, Ian. Hi, everyone. My name is Sumedh. I'm the Director of Performance for Search and Social at and I have an overall of 11 years of experience into digital marketing. So good afternoon, and thank you for joining and taking our time. Today, we will be talking mainly about the future of search, a journey through its evolution, where it's heading next. We will explore how search has shaped digital media and what this means for businesses and consumer alike. As we know, search is evolving rapidly, moving beyond traditional method. It is now about discovery and conversations. It's an exciting shift that we are changing and how we will interact with the information online that is available. Search, if we talk about it, has gone through 4 major phases. It started with the text engine in 2001, where limited ad formats were available, and search was very straightforward performance ad. Then came the commerce-focused system in 2002, where China kickstarted the global growth in commerce search with Alibaba, and we saw a growth of retail media search with partners like Amazon and Google Shopping Solutions. In 2007, we saw a multimedia integration, which was launched in the form of flight search. And now, starting 2022 onwards, it's more toward discovery driven AI models. Now, in each phases, we have seen new opportunities and challenges shaping in today's ecosystem. And today, we will be talking more about the Discover engine and what all new products have launched and soon to be launching in this particular market. But if we talk about search, not every innovation has succeeded. Example like Facebook search, Twitter search, and also voice assistant remind us that timing and user adoption are crucial. These failures have taught us valuable lesson about what works and what doesn't. But if we talk more about voice assistant, Cortana and Siri is better used for asking about the weather, but it's not ideal if you are planning any travel destination in future. Now, talking about that, we have seen search has progressed significantly, and the entire user experience, it's still largely keyword based. So if you have anything to ask, you go directly into Google search and you type the keyword of the relevance which you need. Now, today's search experience is actually built on the 22 years of iteration, meaning all the data which you are seeing right now it has gone through the entire different permutation and combination of the keywords which is available in the entire search engine. Now let's imagine a future where we interact with search in more dynamic, intuitive ways. And this is the transformation which we will be discussing today. But when we talk about search, do we only consider Google? But that's not the case anymore. Search isn't something which is more of a traditional engine anymore. We are seeing people are searching into different platforms through different devices. We are seeing voice assistants. People are searching everywhere. On each platform, we see a unique opportunity for the users to engage. And that's what we are showing in this chart. People are now searching in a huge range of different ways, different moments, different channel with different intent, where you can see YouTube, Twitch, if people wants to get more information or inspire themselves or discover something, they go into this particular platform. We are also seeing Pinterest and TikTok coming into the picture whenever they wanted to search something. Yet most search terms are still laser focused on Google, but we still see a traditional search engine which is still available in the form of Google, in the form of Baidu, and also in the form of Bing. Search is fragmenting and diversifying, and we need to expand our worldview to ensure our brands are there in all of the relevant valuable movements. And all of this is about paid and organic. TikTok and Meta both have search ads, both have hugely powerful organic algorithm. Retailers are investing more in those particular platforms, and that's where they wanted their particular brand to be present across all the channels which is available. And as a result, search is becoming more complex than ever. It is becoming more uh, platform driven. It is becoming more data driven. And that's the complexity which is driving the major change in search industry. But before we mention AI, let's talk about the three major AI trends, which is generative AI, visual search, and also the advanced data activation. Now, this are transforming how we access and consume information, which is reshaping the marketing AI hype cycle. We are currently at the peak of inflated expectations, and soon we might see some difference in the coming year. So we might see some dilutions which is happening. We might see some new elements which is coming into the picture from search industry. Now, AI, if we talk about more, AI has always been an integral part of search engine. Since 2016, we are using AI, but in a different form. It came in the automated bidding strategy format. It came with the objective formats like smart shopping ads, display, discovery campaign. These are all AI-driven products which is focused on the precise audience targeting. And in 2021, Google introduced Performance Max, a game-changing lower funnel solutions that delivered superior results for businesses. And following this particular trend, all these social platforms also came with their lower funnel products, such as Advantage Plus solution on Meta, Smart Plus solution campaigns on TikTok, which was recently launched this year. All this future emphasizing the AI role in optimizing the campaign performance. And this is what we will be seeing in the upcoming presentations as well. And this is just a small video example of which I wanted to show you that how you can strengthen your ad copy by asking the AI to generate different headlines and descriptions. So you just need to show the prompt that I just provide me more headlines and descriptions, and based on the landing page which you have added, you will get different types of headlines and descriptions that can make your ad copy strength more stronger. Now, AI is already available across the smart bidding GA4 algorithm and also the search ad assistance. And over time, we can see various form of AI will be added in the ad tech solutions. To name one, Google launched demand gen product, which tackled the mid to lower funnel audiences, which is also more of an AI feature where you can add the smart bidding facilities and different types of AI features which is available to launch the campaign. And if you talk more about the three major AI development which I just talked about, firstly is the generative AI. It is changing the search experience by enabling conversational, context-aware interactions. Instead of static results, it synthesizes information into personalized and actionable insights. Second is the visual search. It gives the opportunity of transforming how we find the information by using images instead of text. That's when circle to image is the image search which has came into the picture, where if you like something, you just have to circle that particular image and you should be able to see the ads. And finally, the advanced data activation. It's basically unlocking the power of big data, the integrating vast data set to deliver predictive, high relevant results across the platform. Now, together with this innovations, this is what is redefining how we access the information which is available online. And with the help of AI, how we can further utilize this information in our campaign. Now, jumping back to the discovery engine, which is largely driven by the growth of AI and LLM, which is large language model, let's see what this engine is consist of. Now, at we believe that discovery engine will be divided into content, culture, and conversation. And in 2013, Forrester also mentioned about the discovery marketing, focusing on the evaluation and how brand will get found in search. Now, fast forward to 2022, with early launch of Google Bard, ChatGPT, and later the Google SGE, which is Search Generative Experience, we are now seeing the beginning of a workable evolution of a discovery engine. To talk more about content, content refers to the informations and experiences directed towards an end user or audiences. That this is what contents consist of. From a cultural point of view, it encompasses the shared belief, values, norms, and practice that categorize a group of organization. And conversations involves the interactive communication between the individuals and group. Now, if you talk more about content, we have some new product launches in this particular engine. First to talk about is the search map which you are seeing. Now, if you open your devices and you try to look into Google Maps, you can now able to see an immersive view feature. It's a new way to explore places in Google. Once you get there, you can use a combination of AI and AR to quickly understand what the area you are in and has to offer, which all outlets are there, what are the ratings, and you can able to see all the information there and there itself. This feature is now available and you should be able to see it on your devices. So if you look around now, you should be able to get more information about this particular feature. Secondly, is I like to show you a video of Google search and also Gemini, where we have typed the exact same query and how the searches are different. Like if you go or look towards the right hand side, Gemini provides you more comprehensive insights report or search results, where I can see a car image, a car specification, I can see the entire price point in one place. And additionally, it will allow me to create a detailed comparison table of the cars, whatever I have mentioned, so that I can do the comparison from a specification point of view. I can do a comparison from a cost point of view, and it gives me a seamless answer without me even going to a particular website or anything. So it keeps the user there and there itself and provide all the information which is available so that they can take the action immediately. And if you click on something, it will automatically take the users towards that particular website, and then you can take any desired actions from there. But not all the information provided by AI is accurate. Google will face increasing scrutiny on how it accesses and uses third-party content. Google confirms its training bar on scrapped web data, or else they might face some legal issues. We saw a few online articles, which you can see on in the screenshot, that express the same, that certain sort of training has been needed, and expertise, a proper complex resolution needs to be provided in this area. That being said, under content engine, we are seeing an uplift in social platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Prabhakar Raghavan, who is the senior SVP of Google, also mentioned that almost 40% of the young people go to TikTok and Instagram when they are looking for places for having lunch or dinner. That's a very huge percentage which we are seeing, and the number is increasing year by year. Apart from that, in the content sector, we are also seeing that how Gen Z is using all the social platforms which is there. Nearly 40% of the Gen Z prefer using TikTok and Instagram for search over Google, according to the Google internal source data. Google is changing features in search and map so that they can try to attract the young audiences as well. They want to make sure that most of the young generation audiences who are now going into social platforms, let's try to stick them towards the search engine which they have. And there are a few new products updates that are launched under the content engine as well, which you can able to see it. Now that's from a content perspective. If you move to a culture engine, we can see the behavioral change in the Gen Z as compared to all the users. Now on the screenshot, here you can see the all internet users data on the left hand side, how Google search engine still remains their preferred source of information on looking for a brand, products, and services. Whereas on the right hand side, if you can see the Gen Z, how we can see a shift from Google search to the social network, which is becoming the preferred source of information whenever they look for any particular brand, products, or services. And that's the shift we are talking about. And we are already seeing that the new generation audiences is changing the way of search which they are, which we were seeing in the previous year. And backing the data, we can clearly see that there is an age-related behavioral change, and this is confirmed in the GWI survey as well. We can fairly say that after Google, TikTok is more likely to be a new gen search leader, followed by Instagram and Pinterest in some markets and categories. This is the source GWI core report from 2015 to 2022, which we have seen for search and other social media channels, along with the online TV ads and word of mouths. That being said, Gen Z have a high propensity to be a traveler. What we have seen based on the GWI report in the last 6 months, Gen Z has purchased more domestic or abroad vacations as compared to the older generation, as they are more likely influenced by the social media post, which they are seeing on a daily basis. They are relying more on those particular content which they are viewing. They are relying more on the reviews which they are seeing on the website, and they are relying more on calling the services directly and then taking the action. Unlike the older generation, they don't go by word of mouth. they would like to see, phone them before they book any sort of accommodations. And that's what we are going to see a big shift, which is happening in the Gen Z audiences. Also, the question is Google indexing the processing of TikTok content enough? Probably not. I would like to play a TikTok search video which provides more information in visual form that is more engaging to the audience rather than the content engine which is text based. Let's look at the video and then it can provide you more information. So yeah, this is what a content can provide you more information with. And this is what we have seen in the culture engine. There have been some few updates from a TikTok perspective and also from Google perspective. Now, if we talk about conversation engine, which involves more around the interactive communication between the individual or group. I think so. Everyone must be familiar with Ask Jeev. Ask Jeev is nothing but a platform where you can ask questions and it could be anything. Their objective was very simple. They were letting people ask real-time question instead of entering a specific keywords. People were struggling to find the right keyword to use to get the relevant answer. But in Ask Jeev, you could just simply ask whatever you feel like. You can ask like, what is the best food processor for making salsa, or which shampoo should I buy for oily hair? These are the random questions you can ask, and Ask Jeev can able to answer those questions to you. The concept was very compelling and very new in the market, but the delivery was not so much relevant. It did serve a real purpose, but the solution was not there for a very long time. We saw no update on the original conversation search engine, and slowly and gradually it started disappearing in the year 2006 because there was no update which was happening. There was no changes which they were doing in the backend. That's when the Ask Jeev entire mechanism started failing in 2006. But later, Google started its conversation search journey in 2020 by taking all the use cases scenario, which at the time of product releases were considered massively forward in terms of search experience. You can see some of the screenshots which showcase the interactional ads. This interaction of related questions, content, or searches was a valuable addition to the search experience. Previously, you can only able to see the text ads whenever you search for something, but now you can able to see a video content, imagery ads. This kind of addition was done by Google in 2024. And in just 4 years, we saw a big uplift in developments through the enterprise AI solution, which gives an indication to the speed of change. And that's what we are seeing in this particular conversation ad as well. And previously, when I talked about Google generative search, this explains the mechanism on how exactly the search query will deliver the information to you. Now, if we look into the right side of the presentation, you can able to see a simple query of Bluetooth speaker for a pool party. Now, it's a very simple query which a user has been typed, but at the backend, it goes through the entire process of how the search query will taken into consideration. It goes to the user query to search index. It accesses the global repository and index search results. It then provide a prompt, engineer prompt for the users based on the user location, the history, the site which they have explored in the previous journey. And once this information is passed to the large language module, large with the help of machine learning, it generates the response immediately and it throws the answers to the users that this is the best Bluetooth speaker for a pool party with all the functionality, whether the battery, how long the battery will last, whether it is water resistance, how the sound quality and everything. So all this informations, you can able to see it in the search generative AI results that we are already seeing in this particular market. With that, I would like to show you an AI generated video, a video talking more about AI, which is the generative search, and that explains like how this is already changing in the market. So this is what generative AI search can able to do it, right? All the information is provided to you in one single search which you are doing, and you can ask the follow-up questions, you can do a comparison, you can do a lot of things in the search generative system. So yeah, moving forward, also one of the new tool which is developed by Google Labs is the Notebook LM. Now, I'm not sure if everyone is aware about what Google Notebook LM is. It's basically an AI-powered search and note-taking tool which leverages the advanced language modules such as Gemini 1.5 Pro to assist user in synthesizing information from their documents. All you have to do is just upload the Google Docs, PDF, or a web URL, and Notebook LM will generate summaries, explanation, and insight grounded in their specified material format. It is mainly in an audio overview, which transforms document into engaging podcast. I would like to play an audio for you where I have uploaded two documents, and after uploading the documents, you can hear two AI generated hosts speaking about the future of search based on the document which I've added. So let's play this audio.
So, mate, it seems the audio is not working, so you'll have to move on, I think, or change your settings, I think.
Uh, Let me just see. From my side, the audio is there. But any which ways, we can move forward. It's just basically talking about how the AI bots, they actually speaking to each other, which is more in a human format rather than a bot. And it's just like a podcast, which you can able to see it. And moving forward from a conversation point of view, we are seeing that there have been an emerging search platform. The integration of generative and conversation technology into search engine is unlocking transformative opportunities. Unlike ChatGPT, which relies on outdated internet snapshot, tools like Google Bard are ingesting real-time data. This evolves the shift from static text-based search results to more of a dynamic behavioral change experience, changing how users are searching and act on the information. We are seeing a massive increase in those particular searches which is happening. What we are going to see more is the new ad placement that is coming into picture. We are seeing more data collections, and we are also seeing better value coming from this particular conversation engine. And having said that, with the help of AI, it will change the search platform, which is currently relatively simple. Under basic, Google will win the keyword because that's what it's mainly all about. Instagram will win in the category segments, and TikTok will win in the experience segments. This is what we are seeing. Things can change depending upon whatever updates or upgrades which is happening across all the platform, so that they can able to come up with new solutions to the users. And beyond search, AI will continue to have beneficial impact in media, starting from audiences and segmentations to advanced analytics and modeling. We are going to see a change in all aspects. And that's what we already seeing it. Under reporting and analysis, we are seeing a massive change. Under our digital media campaigns, we are seeing more of the features and elements coming into the picture, starting from smart bidding, starting from different types of targeting mechanism. It's all available, and there is a continuous evolvement, which I can say that is happening across all the platforms. And what Bill Gates has said, you will never go to search site again, and you will never go to Amazon again. And what I wanted to show you in this particular video is that what happens to your ad when Google search is evolving. So once a Google is evolved, this is how your ad will look like. So I'm going to play this video for you, which explains that what we already see and what we already have. So yeah, this is what it all about. We were saying that with the help of generative AI search, we can see a massive upgrade in how the ad copies will be seen to the users. But what we are seeing is that it's already there. Google search has evolved, and this is how we are going to see our ads in future. And with that, I would like to end my presentation. Whatever we have talked about today, the evolvement which we have seen, uh, with that, I like all the insights which I have shared today. I hope those are valuable and exciting. Uh, Thank you for your engagement, for those who have joined the call. And whatever questions you guys have asked, definitely we will answer those in a detailed format, and we'll make sure that you will get all the responses on time. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Sumit. That was super interesting, actually. Really interesting to see how has developed and is continuing to develop. Give a moment to everyone to ask any questions. Perhaps while they're thinking of the questions, I do have one that perhaps I could kick off with. I don't know if you know the answer to, but typically search in the MENA region seems to have a lower adoption in terms of ad spend than in other regions. And this is, this has been a historical case for some time, I guess, because we're more of a video a market generally. Do you see this changing? What do do you think some of these trends might see an increase in investment behind search from advertisers, or do you think where we are today is where we're going to be?
No, I think so. There will be a massive upgrade in the searches which is happening. Basically, all the new updates which is happening across Google as a product. We have seen a lot of new objectives which is there in place. We are seeing new products launches. So it gives the opportunity for all the businesses to make sure that they are trying those particular objectives from their ends. Like what I mentioned, Performance Max, Demand Gen. These are the new product launches which is there, and brands are utilizing this particular objectives and the smart bidding options. So it gives them an opportunity to make sure that they try to utilize this particular new feature, new objective which is there, and automatically they will get the results from their end. So whatever we are seeing now, definitely from a Google search point of view, we are going to see a massive increase on the investment which is happening across all the brands, and everyone is trying to be present in those particular areas, in those particular platforms. So there will be a big shift which is happening in the Google search industry as well.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.